Now, before you judge me, folks, on my quality of growing, aren't they gorgeous? This is a new species. We call this one Swiss cabbage cheese or Swiss cheese cabbage, and this one here as well. There's different flavours. You've got, you know, twice the, stop that crap. What we're doing here, well, what I'm doing here is trials with my cabbage. So before you judge me on these cabbages here, folks, we were growing cabbages, or I was growing cabbages down the middle here before I put all the raised beds. And that middle row down there, well, we were harvesting cabbages, and I kid you not, heads like this. We've had workshops, people came down, they couldn't believe them. And that's because that was all our soil in the earth, a lot more connection with the microbial life, which gave them the size. This bed here, you know the story, shit soil, we've been topping it up, and I've been allowing plants to go to seed, as we spoke about in the previous episode, about bringing out a better generation in the next cycle of seeds, or, you know, the next generation of plants. Now, with the cabbages, I'm doing the same thing, and I'm going to show you one that's about to flower, because they really do start to change their shape. But let's say, and this is what I'm doing here now, it doesn't go to flower, and you come to the season where, like now, it's time to plant more cabbages, broccolis and so on. What do you do with the existing one? Do you reckon it's edible? I reckon it'd be full of snails and slugs in there, but I reckon inside there, because it's so tight and firm, I don't reckon they got right into the middle of it. I reckon we can get something out of it. So let's harvest this. Oh look, we've got a pup already. Look at that baby. And that's an indicator to tell you it's time to move on. Who says you can't get multiple harvests out of one cabbage plant? Now, the thing you got to factor in is the quality of soil as well. These plants have been in here for such a long period. Normally you'd rip them out, so what happens to their nutritional value drops. So the older plants become very low in the Brix count, which becomes a beautiful food source and alarm bells, alert noise for all the pests out there and diseases. And that's why they're chewing into it, because the count is way below 12, so it's easy to digest by the insects, all the snails and slugs. If the Brix count was a lot higher in these old leaves, well, they wouldn't be able to eat it because it's too hard for them to digest. But what we're going to try and do is avoid chopping out the Brussels sprouts. Yeah, a little Brussels sprout there. We'll cut this off first. I'm just going to use the secateurs or anvils that I have. I'm going to cut it. I don't want to take off these pups, only because I want to see what happens with them. Will they progress and develop, form, thicken up? Will we get multiple heads, small ones? In the past we had, in the beds in the middle that we did, I had from one major cabbage head that we had about 4 or 5 little ones, and they're only about the size, a bit larger than a tennis ball. It's beautiful, delicious. Let's find the middle of this now. Oh, I think they're all connected somehow. We'll see if we can salvage it. All right, this is coming off for a harvest. Jeez, that's a thick stem. Now, I should have brought the knife, I know. Wow, there you go. Take that leaf off. That's the next generation. Let's clean this one up. Yeah, we're gonna unpack here the village of pests. You're gonna see so many colonies. Look at this, look at this. It's a bloody party. They're freaking out now. And don't worry, folks, if you think I don't know how to grow vegetables, you're probably right. I'm doing this for trials to see what nature does to our produce. If we don't use chemicals, we treat our soil right, and when our soil's not good either, they come to feed. Oh, I think we're almost at the gateway. I need my pocket knife. How crunchy is that, huh? That's fresh. Give it a wash. Oh, we've got some visitors. Oh, there's another pup growing here, see that? That's what we call a pup. You can't transplant that, unfortunately. It needs to stay to on the main plant. All right. Oh, really? Worms, what are you doing? Look at that. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're active, aren't you? Because you've been eating well. Look at the size here. Considering every other worm in here is like an Ethiopian. In the garden bed, that is. All right, back in there you go. Dig in. I'm going to keep taking the layers off. Jesus. Maybe they have moved into the middle. All right. It's nearly there. Maybe not. You know what's happening now? Everyone's mind's thinking, Jesus, I would have sprayed them. Just get rid of it. Hence why they brought out insecticides. And you've got bad soil. And this soil is bad, folks. This garden bed here. I've told you that before, but you know what's even worse? Our farmland soil. When they're practicing monoculture, you know, single plant variety, species growing in rows for, you know, almost kilometres, you could say in some cases, they have to spray it to stop this happening. And the way I can stop this happening is by looking after my soil. But these were perfect. You know why they're gone off now? Why they're getting attacked? Because they've gone past the use-by date as a head. So the plant's really dropped in its nutritional value. It's pushing its energy into the new growth here. See that there? That, as I build the soil, will improve in the you know, nutritional density of it, which means the insects won't attack them. Well, look, this is a new growth here. They haven't been touched. Not yet. A couple of little leaves here and there, but considering only one hole there. So you can tell that the nutritional or the bricks count on that is higher. I'm just going to get to the middle of this. You know, where's my bloody knife? I don't know how accurate that's going to look. That's what you do when your house is too far away from the garden. This was not my idea. There we are. Look at that. Nothing wrong with it. I just dirtied that because of the knife or the blade. Just clean a couple of those leaves off and it's perfectly fine. Again, I dirtied it. Malaka. Well, there's another piece of cabbage for me to take inside and, I don't know, more coleslaw, sauerkraut. Yeah, that's what happens when you grow too many cabbages. You don't have to grow so much. One cabbage will last you for two people long enough. Let's go and check out the one that's about to go into flower. We've just come to the other side of this garden bed. There's another cabbage here that this one here is about to push into flower. Can you tell? See the discoloration in the middle, and what's happening, the actual ball head that's overlapped like that is starting to open up like a big bloom. So this is the petals of the flower, and you're going to see, well, the actual flower spike coming up through the middle. So this will come into a cone and then bloom there, and all of a sudden we're going to have lots of bees around this one as well. So that's what's happening with this. Then I want it to drop its seed around this space here, because we've got the green curled chicory going on here. We had snow peas, we had some more beans. These tried again on their own, but they did struggle, so I'm allowing them to go for another generation. And we've got carrots to this side. Carrots, broccoli, we've got Romanesco one over there, and we've got a basil here that I keep forgetting what variety. It's like a mint. It's like an oregano basil, or mint oregano, I don't know. What does that smell like to you? What does it smell like? You can talk. Is it oregano, thyme? Huh? You're shy. Well, you put that on your land, wouldn't you? Yeah, beautiful. So, small garden beds, folks. You don't need to have a lot of space to be able to grow, 10 varieties, one of each. Believe me, that's a lot of food there. And if you allow them to self-germinate, you'll be doing microgreen picking while the other ones and the strong ones grow up and flourish for you to give you a full harvest. And to keep allowing those seeds to germinate. Harvest some of the seeds as well. Don't buy any. Don't buy our stuff. Don't buy anything. Get your leaf mulch from your garden. Get your twigs and all that. Start composting that into your garden. Collect some seeds. Put them into the garden and watch it happen. And you'll be feeding yourself. And you won't be relying on the bloody supermarkets and the low nutritional density count food, because that's where it's got to be. Our food's got to be measured by its nutritional value and density, not by weight, because weight, as you know, you can pump them with water and whatever you like, including meat, and you're paying for what? You're paying to get ripped off. That's what's happening. We all know it. And if you want to challenge me on that, I dare. Come down and I'll feed you something from my garden while we talk about it, and you'll see the difference, because you'll walk away really awake Anyway, our website, vasilisgardens.com, where you can find us and all the wonderful things we do around the community and our products. And this is Leia. Oh, sweetheart Leia, you want to say Maresi? I'll say it for you. From me, Vasili, Maresi.